Just going to go to my YouTube channel because this is very, very impromptu. I didn't plan this. I wasn't planning to go live, but interesting. Ah, there we are. There we are. Oh, interesting. Just clicked onto the live to share it on my social media, and it looks like the pixelation has gone. So that's something good. So hopefully you will have a crystal clear picture. So I am just going to pop over to my socials. I am now live on YouTube. Come join me. Pop that onto my Discord. Where's my Discord? I've got two screens, and I'm live streaming from my phone as well. So I'm doing the live stream via my mobile because it's all plugged in, and you know I can do it that way. And it means I can also automatically record as I go. So where is my Discord? Self promo. I might just pop it in some other hits. See whoever wants to join me and say hello. Sorry that I'm not looking at the camera because I'm looking at my other screen over that side. So I've got my laptop there and a primary screen there. So what I'll do is I'll move the chat window. I think you can unpin the chat window, can't you? Pop out chat. There we go. I'll pop out the chat over to my other screen. Then I can minimize YouTube and take it from there, really. No, yes. No, that only has Twitch. Yes. Yes. Delete. Probably wasn't such a good idea. No. No. Can't see anything there. No promo there. Nothing in that one. Self promo will go with that. Yes. Yes. And yes, sorry about that. Okay, so I will bring out the chat and I will expand it so that I can see it better. It will mean I'm looking over to the right hand side, but I've got another screen open because I'm doing I'm doing some AI artwork for my channel, so I will minimize my Discord. I would share to YouTube, but the problem is it will pause the live stream, so it will buffer. But I hope you're getting a really good picture. And yeah, let me just check the volume. Right. Okay, so I am a few seconds behind the live stream, so that's fine. That is fine. We are good. So what I'm doing today is I'm basically doing AI created artwork for the Lord of War and Heartache. I'm doing artwork for the Dream Realm. The thing is, we've only sort of touched the surface of the Dream Realm. We haven't really explored it, and I want to have a few chapters that explore that side of things. So I'm doing some artwork for the Dream Realm and for the Nightmare Realm, which is actually part of the same realm, but it's the dark side of the realm, if you catch my drift. So I use gencraft.com to create my artwork. And if you're familiar with me on the Gencraft Discord server, and of course my Gencraft profile, I create specific artwork, but I also create artwork that I can share on my profile and on Discord. So, it really, the thing is, I work on a very tight budget. I'm not a monetized channel. I'm not a big channel. So I work with what I have available to me. And Gencraft, in particular, has allowed me to create my entire world, my entire universe, as it were. It's given me everything I need to be able to build a world, to build cities and, realms, the forest realm, the desert realm, the monarchy, everything I need has been created through Gencraft. And because obviously I have a pro account, I'm able to say that the artwork is mine, because it is. And it is one of the best resources for a low budget content creator who creates, audio contents, because I am more of a audio voice actor sort of thing than I am a visual. I do some visual, but I have got some visual content, but I much prefer voice acting because it gives a much more deeper involvement into what I can create, basically. It really does, what's the word I'm looking for? Elaborate. I can create characters as I need them, as I see them. I can give, I already have the voices, just not the faces. And AI, and I know not everyone agrees with AI. I know there are people out there who believe it will take away from the artist. Well, for someone like me, it is perfect. It is balanced. It is everything I need for my creative purposes. So I've been using Gencraft since, when did I start using Gencraft? I mean, I've got over 1,000. Let me have a look at my profile. Let me go to my profile. How many pictures have I actually got uploaded to my profile? Because obviously I've got a lot more, because obviously I create and download directly to my computer to as backdrops and, you know, art for my YouTube content. And I literally have whole cities. I have created streets, I've got ports, I've got border forts, I've got castles, palaces, houses. If you can think of it from a fantasy realm, it's there. It is there. However, I have around 2,700 posts on Gencraft. I am on Dari and ASMR there, so I will pop that in the I will pop Gencraft in the chat, because it really is a really, you know, check it out. Definitely give it a go if you're able to. Or if you want to, I should say, not if you're able to, but if you want to. I sing its praises. It does everything that I want it to. You know, it's, yeah. I can't sing its praises enough, really. I mean, if anything, it's expanded my creativity rather than limited it, because obviously you describe what you want with words. So you type in what you want, and whatever you've typed, it creates the image. And it's perfect. So I'll show you what I've been typing in lately today. I'll just swing the camera around. So I've been working on Dream Realm content, and it says, the plains of the Dream Realm, where golden temples and palaces dot the landscape. Food is plentiful, the water is clean, clear and fresh. There is peace and harmony, and the sun always shines. The flowers are in constant bloom, and all is good with the land. Hello, Miss Chic. Lovely to have you here. So that's the description I've put in. And these are just two of the images that it has provided me. And yes, so, and there's some more of images as well. So you will very much be seeing them. I'll just turn back around to me. You will be very seeing them. Yes, I'm actually having a very good weekend, thank you. Yes, I'm actually being productive. I'm actually being creative. Haven't written any scripts yet, but I love creating art for backdrops and things like that. So that's what I've been doing today. I've created a city of the Dream Realm and a city of the Nightmare Realm. Both actually coincide in the same dimension, but they're two very, very different places. Obviously, the Dream Realm being the good dreams, you know, the sweet dreams and all that, and the Nightmare Realm speaks for itself. So, how many have I actually created now? Because I don't need that many, really. I don't need that many images. I can download 100 at a time. It used to be you could download 50, but I don't need those ones. Don't want any with animals in them, because I want to use them as backdrops. If there's one or two that's got animals in them. Oh, you're having a productive weekend as well. That's brilliant. Hope you've got, you know, hope you're 89 images. That's perfect. Yeah, I hope you're having a good weekend as well. Absolutely. It's always nice to have... Oh, of course, it's St. Patrick's Day, isn't it, coming up? Yes. Yeah, or I'll look forward to that. Yes, absolutely. So, but why is it the thing? The problem with the thing is with Gencraft, the more, of course, I've got the chat on my phone. I don't need the. I don't need the. Well, yeah, I'll keep the live chat on my laptop screen, because then I can look over and type, so that so that is the planes of the dream realm, and they save as PNG files, but I convert them to JPEG. Funnily enough, with character creation, I always save them as PNG because it's easier to get rid of the background that way, and make them sort of, what's the word, transparent. Give them a transparent background, and then you can superimpose them over the JPEG images. And that's particularly good for the editing side of things, because I can superimpose a variety of characters of different sizes, and I tend to do that in Wondershare Filmora 13. I think it's Wondershare Filmora 13. Where's it gone? Anyway, it's Wonder Film Thora. Wondershare Filmora. I can't. Oh, it is Wondershare Filmora 13. Yes. I'll just need to pin it. That's why it's not there. It's not pinned. It updates so often. That's the only thing is, Filmora updates so regularly. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I was recommended DaVinci. Personally, for my creativity, I personally wasn't able to get on with DaVinci. It was too heavy going. But Filmora, yeah, you know, I love working with that one. It's a good platform for the type of content I create. And it still does all the things like green screen, AI, you know, title sequences. Most of the title sequences you see in my content is actually from Filmora. And obviously I've adapted it and added my own title screens over it. Yeah, I mean, whatever people want to use, you know, that's the thing. I think the secret is find something you like and work with it. You know, if it's something you like using, stick with it, because, you know, everyone has a different way of creating. Everyone has a different way of, I don't know, I've got my headphones on. I've got no sound coming through this. I've got my headphones on and I've got no sound. Oh, well, such is life. So, you know, I don't think it makes a difference which platform you use. As long as you're happy with what you're using, that's the important thing. If it gives you the results you're looking for, that's the important thing. I think everyone has a different way of creating and editing, developing, that sort of thing. So work with what you're comfortable with. That's what I say. Work with what you're comfortable with. You know, don't follow the crowd. Don't just go with, because one person's creative editing suite might be someone else's complexity, shall we say. That's the only thing I can think of saying. But, you know, work with what you have. Don't worry about what other people are using, or, suggesting. I mean, suggestions are welcomed. I mean, I welcome suggestions and guidance and advice. But at the end of the day, I use Audacity for my audio editing. So I do audio and video editing. And yeah, Audacity is a free editing program, but it does everything I want it to. I can create voices, I can add reverberation, I can add echoes. Yeah, I mean, even some of my more inhuman voices have been done through, where I've layered. I mean, obviously not sort of layered in the sense that you've laid them, Miss Chic, but in a sense that I've done my voice, I recorded my voice, but then put it on top of each other 3 times and basically changed the pitch of the top voice and the bottom voice. So, for example, the top voice will be deeper, but the bottom voice will be higher, and it gives a sort of in sort of a, how shall I put it, sort of like when I've done the voices of characters like Chimera, the Demon Lord Chimera, or the Shadow Lord in recent chapters. They were all done with just one piece of dialogue put on top of each other, and the middle bit, I always keep the middle layer at my normal voice, but it doesn't matter which way you do it. I mean, if you do, I mean, for Volkov and Maximus, I put their voice pitch down to -20. For characters like Boris, Trajan, I do -15. The other one I do at -20 is Garen of Trigon. And who's the other one I do at -15? Rafik. So I've got 6 characters, but I use one pitch for 3 of them and another pitch for the other 3. I mean, I've got several different characters that all use similar pitches, but it's how you voice them. That's a different story, though. Because obviously they all have different accents, different styles of speaking. But my advice to anyone that has Audacity is, thank you. Yes, yeah, I enjoy doing them. Maximus is probably my favourite to voice out of all of them, because he has like a Bristolian accent. I give him like a Bristolian accent, and you sort of talk out the side of your mouth, or when and you go or, and when he gets angry, it's, don't you dare threaten me. You can really put power into that type of voice. And of course, once it's lowered to -20, you get that rich, deep, booming voice that he has. I mean, it is supposed to be ASMR, so I do it in a way that it's not booming, but you know what I mean. I mean, Volkov is just me with a slightly deeper voice, and he speaks like this. Boris, what news from Ondar City? And I work with that. So it there's different ways. My advice to anyone who wants to get into, I mean, I'm an amateur, I'm not a professional voice actor, but my advice to anyone that wants to get into anything to do with audio recording, like voice acting or layering, is just to actually upload Audacity. It's absolutely free to upload, and play with it, really. You know, play with the pitch, play with the tone, play with the effects. I mean, there's plenty of effects, you know, like fade in, fade out. I mean, I've layered sound effects that way for my thing. I mean, the marketplace that I had for chapter 3 of the Caravan, which of course you were involved in, Miss Chic, and the marketplace sound was actually lots of different modern marketplace sounds with a few sort of like marching boots. And but the thing is, the way I did it was I say I've lost the ability to speak. The secret is that by adding in those sort of extra background noises like animals and marching, you know, Roman marching. I think the sound effect I used was actually called Roman marching. You know, I'm not sure if there was any actual Latin thrown in. 1 minute, I think I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. I just didn't want to, if you're wearing headphones, I didn't want to, you know. Anyway, where was I? You know, I layer sound effects as well, like the tavern with the storm outside. That's the sound of a fireplace, and then basically just some. I mean, the website I use for sound effects is called Zap Splat, and it really is. I mean, I've got an account. There's a lot of things that I have accounts for, because you know, I pay an annual. It's an annual account, but it gives you so much extra stuff. You know, there's free stuff, but there's also extra stuff, sound effects and things. And I honestly, they've got some. They've got steam train sound packs now. That's useful. See, sound effects packs. So yeah, they've got Foundry sound effects. That, see, hang on, let me show you. So this is the website I use. This is zapsplat.com, and I tend to download the sound effects packs. So, you know, you've got everything from fridge freezer. I'm not sure if I've got the thunder sound effects. I might have to. And you can download them as MP3 and WAV or WAVE files. I tend to download them as MP3s. Approaching thunder sound effects, I think that's new. Window blinds, ice cracking, dishwasher, if you wanted to do something. Dark matter. I think I've found the ones I want to download that I'm not sure if I've got or not, which is thunder, approaching thunder, ice cracking, dark magic, and foundry, because foundry will work beautifully for Trigon. I'm not sure what a line shaft is, but I'm sure I'm definitely going to download Steam Train, because even if I mean, obviously I can't really use that in Lord of War and Heartache, but I might be able to do some audio stories, perhaps, involving train travel, perhaps. Window sounds, which I think is windows opening. Medicine sounds, that's new. Drawer sounds. Yeah, I've got horror drones. Hardback book. I think I've got paper. Oh. Toilet flushing. Okay. That's new. Faucet, fan. I think really you get the picture. I mean, most of these, if it's got the star, that obviously means it's exclusive to gold members, which I am. So, you know, I'm looking forward to. Tea sounds. That's new. I mean, there's 20 pages. There's 20 toast. How many sound effects can you have for toast? Spray bottle, button sounds. But if it hasn't got a star, it's absolutely free. Let's have a look at the 5th page. Where's my mouse? Cloth rips, matchsticks, Zippo lighter, rain, apple, metal, rain again, metal scrapes, referee whistle. And the thing is, what I like about some of these sound effects is that they sound like other things as well. They don't just sound like. I'm going to put this back now because I think you get the picture really. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. That crept up on me. I mean, I think the only real way to know what you're looking for is to just go onto Zapsplat. I will put the link in the chat. Thank you. Yes. It's a bit too early for hay fever this year. So that's the sound effect. That's the sound effect website I use. I mean, it also does royalty-free music. I'm not sure what else it does because it's got categories as well. So you know, you can do categories as well. Yeah, it's been a bit. It's felt a bit damp here, so I'm not sure if it's hay fever or just. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, but yeah, you know, it's really great. I mean, the other one I use obviously is Pixabay. I think it's Pixabay. Yeah, I mean, if people are familiar with Pixabay, you know, that's what I use for backdrops. But I don't really use it that much now because I'm able to create, everything through GenCraft. It does make a big difference creating it through GenCraft. You know, and I'm just changing up. Well, that's yes, yeah. See, it is very useful. I mean, there are things I do still go on there for. I mean, there's certain things that sometimes you want a bit of realism, but of course, when I do, the other AI editing tool I use is Pixar, which I use really to remove modern stuff from pictures I find on Pixabay. You know, because sometimes you don't want modernity in a fantasy world. I'm just changing from the dream realm to the nightmare realm planes now. So I'm typing the planes of the nightmare realm. where tall dark temples of the damned and twisted blackened trees loom like monsters. Over pools of acrid water and swamps of acid that bubbles and steams. It is a dark and foreboding place. So just quickly change the camera around. So that's the dream realm. And again, as I said, that's what I've written there. So, plains of the nightmare realm, where tall dark temples of the damned and twisted blackened trees loom. That shouldn't be make. That should be like. There we go. So, loom like monsters over the pools of acrid water and swamps of acid that bubble and steam. It is a dark and foreboding place. So let's see what it comes up with. So it's generating. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That is pretty much how I imagine the nightmare realm. So it's the complete opposite of the dream realm. So we'll generate a few of them and download them onto my. Oh, hello. We've hang on. Oh, that's it. That's it. I thought my screen looked a bit dull. So yeah, you know, I literally, I won't say live, but I literally create everything that comes into my mind through GenCraft. It is just so good. You know, I really do like using it. It's a user-friendly program. It creates what you want, and if you don't like it, you just delete it and remake it. So, as I say, I've got an account, so anything I create is stored on their servers. But because I also have an account, I can actually use it because I technically own the artwork, which makes a big difference. Because there's no GenCraft watermark. When I first started, there was a GenCraft watermark upon the pictures, and I realised if I wanted to create for my channel, I would have to go and pretty much get an annular account. So that's what I did. And it's one of the best things I ever did, because the amount of, I mean, I've got folders and folders of backdrops. You know, I've got every single city represented, including the desert realm. You know, it just, I mean, I've even got towns, not as individual towns. I've just got a whole folder full of generated artwork that represents towns in the world I'm creating. Yeah, you know, it's, and of course, as always, I would love to have people sort of help me bring these places to life. I mean, I know I keep going on about it, and I don't like approaching people. I will not approach people because I don't feel right doing it. That is why, I mean, people have heard me say this time and time and time again, and I know they're bored, but it's how I do it. I don't follow the standard pattern of collaboration. It's not me. It's not me. I don't email people saying, "Do you want to try? Do you want to join?" That's because to me that feels like coercion. And I'm not saying people are doing that. It's just not for me. I would rather have an open door policy where people come in and join me and enjoy themselves and create something unique, original, and I just give the brief. People go ahead and do what they like, and I'm happy with that. I will always be happy with that. It's how I prefer to run things. And of course, if people need extra time, I don't like deadlines. The only reason I give a deadline is to give basic target date, to aim for. I will not, if people haven't, been able to get anything to me by that target date, I'm not gonna. Sorry, I'm just sort of readjusting because this chair's a bit. Excuse me. There we go. I'm not gonna scream and shout or cause a scene because things happen. Life happens. And I'll accommodate. I will make time for people. I will provide whatever people need. If they need information, I've got loads of information. I can write notes for people. I can write backgrounds. I can write whatever's needed. I will provide as the host. That's very important to me. Very, very, very important to me. Yeah, so that's how I do things. That is how I run things, and always will. I will never sort of have any major pretense. I'm just sort of generating art as I chat, really. So I don't really need to move the mouse. Yeah, I'm just here, creating a world, a time, place. I thought it might end up being a multiverse, but it didn't pan out that way. But that's by the by. I mean, multiverses are all right, but they're very complicated to build. So I stuck with my idea, and I've just kept it going. I mean, the channel is up to, I think it's something like, we've got, I think it's 467 videos. There are some unlisted. There's many unlisted, of course, but some of them are original versions of videos that have been, 467 videos. And that obviously counts lives and shorts as well. So I think there's something like about 300 or so regular videos and quite a few live streams from the past. But yeah, as I said before, this channel turns 4 years old in June. June the 24th, this channel turns 4 years old. And to be honest, I never thought it would reach 4 years old. I mean, I never thought I'd reach 841 subscribers. So I'm incredibly grateful to everyone, you know, who continues to support me, especially over these last 4 years. Obviously, when we get to the 4th year anniversary, I will let you know what my plans are. And of course, this year, obviously, as many of you know, is my 40th birthday. I turned big 4-0. I can't believe it myself. But I do. So I'll probably do something live for that. It falls on a Thursday, so I will most likely work something out on... That's absolutely fine, Miss Sheik. Yeah, lovely to have you here. Yeah, hopefully I'll still be online. I'll keep going, and we'll take it from there. And if anyone else wants to join in the chat, you're more than welcome. Say hello, ask questions, drop a comment, whatever. I'm happy to receive and discuss. Let me know what you want. This is your stream as much as it's mine. This is interactive. So yes, indeed, it's lovely to have you here, Miss Sheik. And yes, I probably will be here. I don't know for how long, but I hope to keep going as long as possible, because I'd like to. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch up with you later. So yeah, it's just... I'll give you one of these, Miss Sheik. There you go. So AI has allowed world building to become so much easier. I've not had to... When I first started, about nearly 4 years ago, I literally had to trawl the internet, Pixabay, as I said, mainly Pixabay, and what's the other one I used? Unsplash. Pixabay is much more reliable, though. Yeah, Pixabay is much more reliable for there. Can't speak. What was I saying? Yeah, Pixabay is more reliable for backdrop artwork, and I have done a lot of editing in the past to create unique images with the help of PixArt to remove modernity, as I said earlier. I mean, this live stream is probably sounding like, hi Nick, nice to see you here. I'm just discussing AI artwork. I use GenCraft, and I'm currently sort of, because I'm streaming from my phone, so that I can sort of create some back scenes. That's not one of mine, that's by Demigods. I follow a lot of other AI artists. But I'm not sure how many images I've actually created. I would have to have a count up, but the thing is, a lot of my AI created artwork is mixed up with a lot of the artwork I've downloaded from royalty-free websites, which means I would have to filter out it. And also there's photographs I've taken that I've merged into the, you know, I've done copies of, you know, from holidays and things, and merged them into the folders as well. So it's a bit difficult to try and filter out what's AI and what is original, shall we say. It does make for it makes for an interesting mix, because when you do, because I've started using what's known as the model hyperrealism. I was using which one was I using originally? Realistic Details, but hyperrealism actually makes things look a lot more real. It doesn't show up so well on the. I'll show you what I mean. That's the current artwork style I've been working on. This is a place called the Nightmare Realm. It's fully. I mean, the camera screen doesn't do it justice. The camera screen on this phone doesn't do it justice at all, to be honest. I think really to see it, I will, you know, work on something that people can see. I might start up an AI Facebook group or something like that. So, you know, at the moment it'll probably be just me posting up AI artwork, but you know, it's a group, and if people are interested, they can join it. But I'll do that later. I won't worry about that now, because I've got a lot of AI artwork that I'd love to share with people. Yeah, well, you know, I can certainly give you. I've actually got a Google Drive folder of all the backdrops I use. So if you're interested, I think we're friends on Facebook, aren't we? I can send you by message the link to the Google Drive folder that I have, and you can just have a look through and see what interests you. There's a mix of things that of sort of real places, and click generate again, and yeah, I know, it's incredible. I mean, I have even started to discover that for human characters, the hands are becoming much more. I don't know if it's because I'm constantly creating new characters, but I've noticed in the last couple of months that I've been using Gencraft, it's becoming better at creating hands, which is interesting. So whether or not they've updated the technology, or whether or not it's because I constantly ask it to create human characters, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I'm impressed with what it does, because it's given me places that I've only ever dreamed of. You know, it's given me locations that, I'll be honest, I've seen in my dreams. You know, it's. I'm just gonna download this. Sometimes they all look the same, but you work with what you have. That's the thing with the place I've called the Nightmare Realm. You know, it's supposed to all look the same. It's supposed to be a place that's confusing, and yeah, no worries. Yeah, more than happy to share it. I mean, I've shared it with other people on social media, so you know it's no I do need to update the folder, but I'll be doing that today anyway. So as soon as it's updated, because I've got a load of new stuff to go in there, but I can give you an idea of. I'll give you a quick tour of the folder. So one moment. So this is obviously on my hard drive, on my external hard drive, but these are all the folders that I have. Let's get a bit closer. So obviously I've got all the cities in my storyline. For example, Peveril, Pavalon, Ondar being the capital, Varuna being the capital of the forest realm, Trigon being the industrial city. But let me just pop into one of them. Which one shall I go for? I'll go for Ondar because that's my favourite. So we'll go extra large icons and preview. So I don't know how well this is actually an AI image. This one's actually an AI image that I created. It really does look real. You know, I mean, again, being on the phone during a live stream doesn't do it justice at all. It really does. I'm not so sure about the lamp. I might get rid of that lamp through Pixar because that is a bit too big. That's a bit out of place. So I can edit that. That's no problem. This is actually a photo I downloaded from Pixabay, and using this was actually edited via PaintShop Pro, not GenCraft or PixArt. So you can see some differences in how I created that. That's Edinburgh Castle that's been edited. That's a regular street that I've edited in. Oh, that needs to go. I'll edit that on PixArt as well. That's another regular street. Some signage there that needs to go. Where's the AI? That one's been slightly expanded with AI. That's actually from Pixabay. Where do we start? Where does the Pixabay stuff? Yeah, this is Pixabay artwork. So you know, just basically typing in a description, and this is the sort of thing you get. You know, it really. I mean, I can do night scenes. They're modern. That's modern. That's an actual photo. That's another AI photo picture. As is that. That's AI as well. There's, you know, it's incredible what you can do by just typing in an instruction. What else have we got? That's AI. Oh yes, these are the faults. This is the faults that I've created. So that's one of the border faults for the storyline. Some of them look a bit Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I can post you the link as well. I'll post you the link to Gencraft as well, so you can have a look at that. So that won't be a problem at all. But yeah, I'll definitely send you the folder. As I say, I've got a few bits to add to it, but that won't take long. But yeah, you know, it really does make a difference with what you can do with AI, and I really honestly love using it. It is such a good. Did I add thoughts to the? No, that's okay. It's a fault. Yeah, that's something I've got to add. I've got to add the faults because I've got Fort Leviathan, Fort Night Song, and Fort Titan, but I haven't got the generic forts, which is what this folder is. So, I mean, there's what 435 images in the folder. So, oh, hello, Kasim. Nice to see you. Favorite Lego set? I can show you. There we go. Favorite Lego set, or at least one of them, and the signs come off. As you asked, I will show the Nano Gauntlet from Endgame, and it's fully articulated. Fully articulated. So the fingers, I can move fingers. Oh, let me, you know. So I tend to sort of have it sort of like that, so that it looks like that. And of course the infinity gems, and it's got silver and gold pieces, and it was a lovely Lego set to build. You know, it sits beautifully up my next to my Iron Man Mark 43 suit, just here. So, and of course I've got my Darth Vader head on my top shelf there. So that's my Lego Darth Vader set. You know, I like with Lego that I own, I like display pieces. I'm not, you know, obviously I'm an adult fan of Lego, so you know, I don't obviously go for the play sets. I do build a diorama once a year between November and January. So when I get the Lego Advent Calendar, I obviously put together something that people can view online, and that's really the only time I use my minifigure collection. Apart from that, my minifigures, I can show you them. My minifigures are very much on display. Not the most tidiest of shelves, and of course I've got some up on this shelf as well. Some of them are custom. Some of them are custom made, so they're not official, but they are in the same vein. And then I've got some more official ones behind. I won't move my camera down that end because obviously it's attached to a cable, because I'm trying to keep my phone charged. And I will put back. Oh yeah. So, you know, I've got quite a fair collection of minifigures, and I've got more minifigures in the box as well. I've never really counted how many I've got, because I've got loads of Star Wars minifigures as well. Quite a big collection, actually, because I was trying to do dioramas of that. However, I've never really counted, so I would need to know how many I've got, because I've also got sort of spare bodies, spare heads, legs, heads, accessories, hats, things like that. So, you know, I've got quite a fair few minifigures. Probably enough if I wanted to build an entire Lego city, which I don't have the space to do. I mean, up on my top shelf, at the top of my bookcase there, up there, they're all bits and pieces. Oh, I can't point. They're all bits and pieces from my diorama, including the diner. So, you know, I've got, yeah, quite a collection, really. It's just having the space to store them and where to sort of put them. That's it, really. It's knowing where to put them and sort of, yeah. Simple, really. But you know, it's a hobby. But I like it. And of course, I have other things as well. So, yeah. So, I think I've said everything I want to say today. Actually, I might go live a little bit later, maybe on Instagram, or yeah, probably on Instagram. I haven't decided yet, but anyway, if you're a content creator, ASM artist, interested in collaborating, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram, on Darian ASMR. I think I'm on Darian ASMR brackets official, but if you type in on Darian ASMR, you'll find my picture. It's me in a top hat. So it's the same profile picture, I think. Yeah, it's the same profile picture as my in fact, my Instagram and Twitter are listed in my bio, so you know, easy to find me. But drop me a message if you're interested in participating in my projects. I can give you all the details, deadlines, things like that. So let me know, and I will see you next time. And we will take it from there. And I've just tried to close a live stream on my phone with my computer mouse. Don't I feel like a silly? Anyway, I will see you next time, and all the best. Ending the live stream.